another year, and we're all here. Make a wish, make a wish. Make a wish.
Happy birthday to our girl Felicia Endersby. Hope you had an incredible day today. I'm excited that I'm the only one who knows how old you are and your family. But anyway, hope you left a slice of cake for me because you know that I'm your favorite Congolese of all time. All right, moving on to the show tonight. 2019 is in full swing and the festive season seems a distant memory. Now, the world of sports does not sleep and plenty has happened in the new year already. Before we continue, our special guest tonight, it's a warm welcome. I salute Queen Kandai.
We've had this conversation before about these warm welcomes that are not warm. But thank you so much, Arthur. So good to be back.
Yeah.
It's a brand new year, 2019, new year, new goals. But one thing remains the same. We are here and we are all about you, the fans.
Yes.
Now, remember, you can catch us on all of these social media platforms. We would love to hear from you. Catch us on Facebook at facebook.com/QuestionSports. We're on Twitter. Use the hashtag QuestionSports to talk to us. Share your pictures on Instagram. And if there's anything you need to know, everything is on that amazing website at quese.com.
All right, my blood is pumping because I'm ready for some combat sports. Right, time to introduce our in-studio guest tonight. One is a very experienced athlete and the other has just started out in the business. All right, so tonight we dive into the world of professional wrestling. Ananzi, Kobus and Cindy Gold. It's a big hashtag welcome to you.
That's a big welcome. That's it.
That is a pretty huge welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
I'm pretty good. I'm pumped up. I'm excited for this new year, 2019.
Fantastic. Cindy, great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey! Wow, all right, so guys, we're talking wrestling. Let's get straight into it. Where did it all begin for you, Kobus? You're the owner of African Punishment Wrestling Association, so why wrestling?
Why wrestling, man? I suppose I was born a wrestler. I'm a second-generation wrestler. My uncle, well-known wrestler from South Africa, Donnie Voges. When I was a small boy, he always used to drag us to the wrestling events, and I was the one carrying his bags, and after his match, lays down the boots, and I was always backstage watching the characters, and it amused me so much. But I think the day, I was about 8 years old, 9 years old, the day when it really triggered me was when I watched The Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan going at it. You know, that painted face and that immortal, it's like bigger than life, man. I thought, you know what? This is who and what I want to be when I grown up.
Oh my goodness, that's fun, right, Kandai?
That is so fun. Now, Kobus, you have been involved in wrestling for so long. Just talk to me a little bit about the development here in South Africa and on the continent.
Oh man, it's going great. You know, I've been in, like, you know, my whole life I've been into this business, and for the last 10 years, 10 years ago, I opened up my own pro wrestling academy after I came back from the United States, after I was trained by Booker T.
Wow, and, Booker T, the Booker T.
5 times.
That must be amazing, like being trained by someone of that caliber.
Oh yes, yeah, man, it's amazing. You know, I can't even explain it. It's amazing. You know, the people there is just. They're so good, you know, everything they do is so much bigger in life.
Yeah.
But and coming back from there, I just basically brought, obviously with the blessing from Booker T, brought back a lot of the stuff that they taught me there, and I opened up my own wrestling school, and we just carried on, you know, it grew on there. We wrestle for a company also called the WWP. So what we do is I train the guys and we provide the South African wrestling guys, the WWP.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's amazing, and that's how I met this one. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask, how did you guys meet? Cindy, did he find you or you found him?
I found him.
Oh, and how was that? I mean, that whole encounter and experience with someone like Ananzi.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty intimidating, hey?
All right,
At
and why
first,
was it?
Like he said.
Look at him.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, actually, my pastor got the numbers for me.
Okay.
And then I contacted him, and then he told me when to come. And then when I first met him,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's the effect you got from him.
Yeah.
All right, so your
I felt
passion.
pretty small.
You felt small.
How was that? Thank you for bringing that up. Was it really intimidating or was it just bad?
Yes, it was.
Oh man, come on. Are you intimidated?
No, but I'm not scared of anything. I'm scared of nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So I ain't intimidated. But I want to ask Cindy, how did it all begin? Tell us a little bit about that journey of, you deciding you want to wrestle and up to you meeting him.
Well, I feel like with wrestling, you don't choose wrestling, it chooses you.
Oh.
We all grow up watching wrestling and kind of in your blood. It's a part of you. So, yeah, I started joining APWA, when was it? Last year, June, I think. Yeah, and I've been wrestling for like 6 months.
Wow. So you're new at this?
Yes, I am.
Wow, and 19 years old, right?
Yeah, I am.
Wow. That's incredible. 19 years old, you're from Soweto, and you're passionate about wrestling. Let's speak about you not wanting to do netball or athletics,
It's pretty boring. Netball is boring, but like I said, you don't choose it. It chooses you. Exactly. So, netball, but I've kind of been interested in other sports like tennis. I did play tennis at school. Yeah. But it didn't give me that thing.
I wonder how your family took it, how your friends took it, when you eventually said, I'm going to commit to wrestling, and this is something that really means a lot to me. How was that like for you?
When I told my mother, she's really, okay. Because I think she didn't think I'd take it seriously, but I did, and everyone else is pretty much happy with it. Okay. Everyone is happy, and I wasn't expecting that. Hey, I wasn't expecting that.
I'm struggling. I'm a mommy, so I'm struggling and I've got a little girl, so I'm struggling to understand the risk element. Because, like with all sports, there's an element of risk and danger. Kobus, talk to us a little bit more about the danger element. It looks really dangerous. People say it's staged. How dangerous is this for real?
And I'm not up for an example. No, I'm not up. I'm not up for an example.
Show us on Arthur. How dangerous is it?
I'm just gonna show it. I mean, it's look. Let's start right off. It's entertainment. It's a stage game.
Yeah.
Okay. But the hazards are real. I've got all the proof to show you. I broke both my wrists.
Yes.
If I can show the camera there, I had operation there. I had a back operation, torn my ligaments. So the hazards are real. And like Stanley said, no, you don't choose wrestling. Wrestling chooses you. It's something that, that's my shoulder. I popped my ligaments on my shoulder.
And it wasn't long ago, hey?
No, this wasn't long ago.
No.
This was December.
But listen to how you guys are describing it. Like it's just something you go through every day, and you just get over the pain, I guess.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Now, Cindy, your mom is here in the studio watching over you.
Hi,
with a lot of
Mommy.
love. Hi, Mom. How was she when she saw you wrestle for the first time? Always her reaction.
She was happy. She was so happy, and I was watching her while I was wrestling, checking her reaction. I was worried that she might think, she's
too violent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then she was pretty happy cheering me on.
I think Mom might be a wrestler as well, because she,
somewhere in there.
Yeah, she's the one that she loves wrestling. I knew wrestling from her, even though she doesn't wrestle. But she loves wrestling. You might as well just do it, hey?
Wow, okay, Mom, there's an open challenge. Get into wrestling.
I just want to add on to that. For us as wrestlers, it's very important to get that tap on the shoulder from your parents. It's okay, because it's a stage game, and there's injuries and there's a lot of stuff that can happen with you. I remember my mother, when I told her that, she wasn't really into it. But I remember my first event when I invited her and she came to the wrestling event. I was a good guy and the guy who wrestled was a bad guy. She got so excited that she actually threw a hamburger to the guy in the show.
Wow.
That's how involved she got.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. I tell you what, it's great to have you guys on the #couch. You've been all over Africa. Well, not everywhere, but a lot of African places where you've wrestled. Tell us about your experience in the DRC.
Oh, man, DRC is awesome,
Yeah, you heard it, Africa. It's awesome.
a song that always comes up to me, the roof is under fire.
Yes.
That's always a song that plays there. And my very first experience there was amazing. When we went there, I can't speak French, and they can't speak English. And we go there now, we have to fight each other. Yes, we do talk about the match, but now you come into a different country and you can't talk, you can't rehearse, you can't do anything. And you just get in the ring and then, boom, the magic just happens.
Wow.
So, but the DRC was amazing. I met one of the princes, they slaughtered a goat for us, they made us eat the goat. It was amazing. I just loved it. I've got amazing and memorable memories about DRC.
You're a DRC heavyweight champion.
Oh, yes, yes.
Who did you beat?
I won Mr. America. He calls himself Mr. America.
Wow.
How ironic,
Yeah.
Now, Arthur is salivating. I think he low-key wants to be a wrestler. Okay, so for all the kids on the continent, I wake up, like Cindy says, wrestling chooses me. What are the steps I take to get to where you are? And
yeah, well, first of all, look in the mirror, make sure you've got the passion for that. And then find yourself a good and an experienced wrestling school, like ourselves. You know, somebody that actually had proper wrestling training. And then sign up.
Are those easy to come by? There are lots in South Africa, on the continent? Are there a lot of them?
In South Africa, I was the first legit one. Obviously, I brought up 10 years in this business. There's a couple of guys that I brought up into the business. I'm very proud of them. They started their own brand and their own thing. But their experience is only in South Africa.
Okay.
They don't have the real international experience and also the TV experience. You know, I was very fortunate enough to wrestle on TV for 5 years in South Africa, and in India, I was wrestling for 4 years on TV. Yeah. So we've got an international experience. It just puts you on a different level than the other guys, you know. But yeah, these other wrestling schools, you can check them out. Depends on your area as well.
Okay, so I like that you said, you know, you wrestled on TV and other people just had sort of wrestling experience. So do you feel like there's that character that you need to develop for TV? Because that's what it's all about. I think growing up, it's always the ones who had the biggest, you know, like the fireworks and the whole character going on. So what helped you develop your TV character? Oh,
yes, without a doubt. You have to establish your TV character because your character is the business in a business, if you know what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, your character is the one that's going to sell yourself. You're gonna sell T-shirts, merchandise,
sell you a punch,
all that kind of stuff, you know. And that's what's going to put money. That's what's going to put bread and butter on the table. So you need to get yourself out there and make sure that your character is working for you. You know, it needs to work. You have to get over with the people. The people, they have to see you as this big superhero. They either love you or they hate you, or they hate to love you.
Cindy, what's your character?
I am the good African princess.
Ooh, the good African princess. All right.
African queen, to be
okay. Love that. And what do you love the most about your character?
Oh my God, what's not to love? African queen.
All right, African queen indeed. You know what? Loving this. Hashtag Kwese Sports, and you know what? Send us your opinions, send us your tweets, send us your messages. We'd definitely love to hear what's on your mind. Cindy, you making some waves in wrestling circles. How does it make you feel that you are becoming an inspiration for young women in combat sports?
It makes me feel so honored, hey?
Yeah.
I want everyone, especially young women, like you said, to do whatever they want to do. Whether it's sports, business, whatever it is. I just do what you want to do. Do what you love. Yeah.
All right, do what you love. Do what you want.
And don't give up.
And don't give up.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't give up. I won't give up.
Wow.
I'll be here until I turn 80.
Wow.
Okay, I like the don't give up attitude, and I'm always for it. But like all, you know, sports, you always need some sort of, you know, thing, some sort of physical. So what's wrestling thing? What physically do I need to be a certain way? Or, you know, because I mean, Cindy's pretty small, so I wouldn't think that, you know, should be a full-on wrestler because you're a pretty big guy. But like, is there any physical attributes that someone needs?
Yeah, obviously you need to be fit, you need to be healthy. Yeah. But that's what's nice about the wrestling, you know. You can go any way, any character. You can be big, small, you can be fat, thin, you can be rich, you can be poor, you can be any culture, anyone. Yeah. You know, you can do anything. As long as your character get over and you're fit and healthy to do it.
And you love what you do.
And you love what you do.
That's
passion,
the key word,
that's the most important thing, is the passion.
Yeah.
If you don't have the passion, look, man, this kind of business, it's not the business that you think you're going to get laid around the corner every night and you're going to make millions and millions. It's not an easy industry to be in, you know. You travel a lot, you're a lot on the road, you're away from your wife and your kids if you're married.
Wow.
It's not easy, you know. Sometimes you wrestle, the way you travel, when you get to your next destination, your money is finished.
Wow.
You use that money. So you have to have passion.
Okay, I'm loving this passionate conversation we're having. Lots to talk about. But while these guys are doing that, let's hear from the birthday girl, Felicia Endersby, about what's happening in the world of social media. We'll be right back.
Hello and a very happy new year to you all. In 2019, we don't waste time, so here we go. Bayern Munich will impose a heavy fine on Frank Ribery for obscenity online after he was heavily criticized for eating a 1,000-pound gold-coated steak with Nusret Goche, also known as Salt Bay, who is the owner of the restaurant and featured in the video. WWE superstar Priscilla Kelly was all over social media this week, but for all the wrong reasons. Kelly performed a stunt that had fans and spectators squirming in their seats. She claimed people were only shocked because it involved a female part, while jokes with male parts are viewed as acceptable and funny. The controversial move quickly went viral as thousands were left repulsed. Despite her many critics, Kelly did receive some support from other performers and her fans, of course. Conor McGregor calls for an MMA exhibition bout with Japanese kickboxer Tenshin Nasukawa, who lost to Floyd Mayweather in 139 seconds on New Year's Eve. McGregor's status is still currently unclear as both he and Nurmagomedov await a disciplinary hearing on January 29th in front of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. UFC President Dana White said earlier this year he would like to see a rematch. Reach out to me with your views, pics, and comments about sporting social media to be seen and heard. See you soon.
Welcome back to Hashtag. That must have been like one of the funniest moments that happened live in a match, right?
That's not funny. That hurts. Jeez, Nick.
That was funny. That was like over the top for me.
Arthur, how are you feeling? Arthur and Kobus broke a chair. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you challenging me to another? Are you seriously challenging me to another one? Are you seriously challenging me to another one?
Okay, guys, can we after the show?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, Arthur's aspiring career after the show.
The blood is rushing. I'm loving it, and this is exactly what wrestling is all about.
Yeah, it's having fun, man.
Yeah.
It's having fun. But not about that guy just falling over the top rope on his neck.
Yeah.
It's a botch. It's bad.
All right, so we continue with the discussion on wrestling right here on Hashtag. And WWE is the pinnacle of the sport. Kobus, what is the process for athletes to reach that pinnacle from Africa?
Oh, man, it's not easy, to be honest. Let's try to start with that. You know, obviously, the ring time, get as much ring time as you can. How do you do that? Get a good base wrestling school, get as much ring time in, get so much shows as possible, put the stuff on YouTube, on social media, get yourself out there, let the people know who you are, where you're from, and then obviously send that stuff to the WWE.
Wow.
You know? And then whenever they have a tryout, you apply for that tryout and you go there. It's going to cost you a lot of money.
Yeah.
I've been to a tryout. I was very fortunate. 2011, I went to a tryout, FCW, with the WWE.
Yeah.
I got
Did he take you?
Yeah. I got an invitation via email. The guy's name was Ty Baylor back then, the guy who did the whole invitation thing. And that's when I broke my back. That's when I had my back operation. Wow. And what I do is when they sign you on, you get a health and drug test. They give you 3 months. If you're on drugs, you have 3 months to get clean. That's obviously the guys using the steroids, the cocaine and marijuana, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then also to get healthy and fit. And then after 3 months, they do a health and drug test if you're clean, and then they sign you up. And obviously, I failed mine. I couldn't go back there because of my back operation that I had.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why I never signed up with the WWE. You know, from my side, I say that it was proven me that I'm good enough, but I've got better work this side to do. And this is why I'm sitting here with CJ Gold next to me this evening, you know. So I know that I can go there. I've got 2 students that actually came from my wrestling school. You know? Very well-known wrestler is now wrestling as PJ Black, but back then WWE wrestling as Justin Gabriel. Yes. Very good friend of mine. And then also Adam Rose.
Very proud, eh?
Yeah,
wow,
I'm very
proud.
proud. So
they came from a great crop of wrestlers.
Exactly. So,
wow.
you know, if I look at that, it tells me that we do have the standard and we are good enough and we are at that level. But unfortunately, I'm just the bad luck one. That's not there, but the good one that needs to be here.
Bad luck one.
Yes,
If
indeed.
it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, I love this.
Exactly.
That's great.
Okay, I need to know, like, all these names that are being thrown around. Tell us about your name, and then Cindy, I want to know how you chose your name, Cindy Gold, where that came from. We'll start with you.
Okay, Cindy Gold. My attire, it's gold. So Cindy is my name, so I just Cindy Gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us, I know Arthur is obsessed with you, so he knows exactly what Ananzi means for everyone at home.
For everyone that does not know what does Ananzi mean.
Yes.
Oh, mythological folk
Hero.
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 You got it. Ananzi, yeah, the mythological folk hero. Okay, back then, 2004, this company came over and they bought out our little promotion, what was called IWF back then. I was wrestling for a guy with the name Steve Debbis, well-known wrestler, Tornado. So the guy who bought it out, Mark Beal, he got this TV deal. So when we did a TV deal, they called us in and said, guys, rebrand, everything, your characters. Because I was wrestling as Bad Rock. That was my name. Why? Because The Rock is my favorite wrestler ever. Body style, and it's just, that's where the Bad Rock came from. Okay, but when we got to TV, they said, no, none of that. And they put us in a ring with one camera. The first time in front of a camera, I was so nervous, I started shaking, and they said, just give me your name and where you're from, what you do. And I remember I was going up and down and like, I started laughing and I was like, no, okay. So the other meaning for Ananzi is, and the whole story about that is a joker kind of guy, mythological folk hero. So the story about it is this guy went into the village and then he stole some stuff and he took it back for his people and they provided him the food and stuff. But when he went into the village, he was blue on the one side and the other side he was red. And that's where he was a folk hero, but he was a mythological folk hero because they brought him kind of like a Robin Hood guy.
Nice.
And that's where that came out. So when we started, they gave me all this African clothes, the Springbok colors and this.
That's where the line of Africa as well comes from.
No, wait. The Ananzi was just a mythological folk hero. I just had this brown attire and it went pretty good. It put me over big time. So that's where it came from WWP. They gave me that name.
Okay.
But from there, it just stuck. The first time I went to the Congo, DRC, Lubumbashi, I wrestled there in front of 15,000 people, and they just started chanting Lion of Africa. What is that in your language?
Lion de l'Afrique.
Yes.
Lion de l'Afrique.
And they just started chanting that, 15,000 people. And then I went back and I was asking the guy, the event organizer, he's like, what does that mean? What's going on? He says, that is the Lion of Africa. It's because of your beard. I was like, oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
It's going to stay. You know, the DRC people gave me that name. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it.
Yes.
The DRC people gave me that name, so that's going to stuck from now. So, yeah, and then from there, I just ran with it. It just went on.
You know, speaking about fans, Cindy, you know, how's your fan base? I know that you've recently started in the sport, but just having that kind of excitement that, you put a smile on someone's face and, you're now becoming kind of like a role model as well.
Yeah, well, the fan base.
Not that big.
Not that
All
big.
right, yeah.
But then every time I'm in the ring, I always say, I'm nervous before I get in. But then the minute I'm in the ring, I'm Cindy Gold. Wow. So the reaction that I get from the people, I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Perfect.
I love it.
I need to know, I always have a little, because this is our ring right here.
Yeah,
So I have my little ritual before I get here and sort of after.
Yeah.
So tell us, what is your little thing that you do just before you get in the ring, and when you won that first one, and after that, what is your little thing that you do? Like, is there a little dance? Is there a little,
Before we start the whole thing, we pray. All of us, we pray. So, and stretch and all that. But then when I won my first match, oh my God, oh Lord, I was so happy. Yeah. I hugged everyone, almost everyone. I immediately got out and hugged everyone because they were all cheering my name. Cindy, go, see. I was so happy, man.
And Ananzi, what's your victory dance or?
You want to see it right now?
Yeah. Oh, you can't stand up for us too much, but yeah, just.
Can I show you? Okay, so when I stand up,
Okay.
I go down there and I go up, yeah. And then when I shout, I empty my lungs and I just go, yeah. It's just at my moment.
Wow. and then a ritual just before you're about to wrestle?
Before wrestling,
or a routine you have, perhaps?
Backstage, I get fired up and I get into, getting into my character, and I'm just zoning in. I like to walk up and down, obviously do a lot of push-ups before I do that, stressing out, walking up and down, don't talk to nobody, and I'm just getting into this character.
He ignores all of us.
Yeah, and then I'm just starting like, hush, 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 and I just start shouting like this, and that's just my little thing I do. And whenever I'm ready at the apron, you know, when they call my name, I'm just doing it back.
Oh, we've run out
from there, it just goes, man. I can't, it's nothing that I plan, I just feel it. You know, you play it on the crowd, on the ear of the crowd, and man, and I think that's what makes us different, you know. It's our time, 50 minutes that you can't explain. And
well, speaking about time, we are out of time, but I know that everyone will want to see you guys. What are your social media handles, real quick? Where can people find you so we can follow you and come to these matches?
Oh, man, you can find us on APWA on Facebook. You can find me, Ananzi. I've got my social page there, APWA Wrestling. And then CJ... Cindy Gold.
Facebook. And
Facebook as well.
Instagram, it's Cindy CJ Gold.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, guys, we're really at the end of the show.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to end in 2019. We need more time. Kandai. I can't believe time is up. And another episode of Hashtag is done and dusted. Cindy, Ananzi, thank you very much for your contribution on the show and seeing you guys and meeting you and just hearing your stories. Thank you so much for telling Africa how it is done. Kandai, when am I seeing you again?
Soon, but I'm going to be stealing that. I'm stealing it. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm under pressure to also have like a finishing, dance? What's my finishing dance? Okay, never mind. From myself and the rest of the Hashtag team, it's goodbye for now. Let the crucified fire return with you.
Simply